Is it time to cut taxes, Prime Minister?
Rishi Sunak and his wife arriving in Manchester to a brewing row over high tax levels.
Prime Minister, cut taxes!
Questions for the party and its chairman.
Think it's time to lower taxes?
Well, that's a matter for the Chancellor at the right time. At the fiscal event, there's an autumn statement coming up, and I'm sure all these things will be managed at the right time.
The Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, has tried to reassure, telling the Times newspaper he wants to stop the vicious circle of rising tax by reforming public services and the benefits system. But that may not come soon enough for around 30 Tory MPs who have now pledged to vote against more tax rises, with Liz Truss due to lead a so-called growth rally on Monday.
The tax burden has hit a 75-year high. And when we look at cost of living, when we look at the actual hit that means for my constituents, for people up and down the United Kingdom, we've got to draw a line in the sand and say the country can be taxed no more.
Squeezed from both sides, the Prime Minister comes to conference amid warnings that higher tax levels may be here to stay.
It's a gloomy backdrop for Tory conference this year, with the party still polling way behind Labour and many MPs desperate for Rishi Sunak to do something to change the political weather.
That task is made tougher by an ongoing row over the HS2 rail line, Theresa May becoming the latest senior Tory to speak out against it being scaled back, the Transport Secretary refusing to confirm if it will reach Manchester.
We're getting on with delivering HS2 between London and Birmingham. That is underway. I've been to see that being constructed. There are spades in the ground and all sorts of other large construction equipment as well.
It's awkward timing as Tories arrive in the city to a mixed reception.
It's cheaper to fly than it is to get the train. So if I was going to go over, then I'd get the flight rather than a train.
You can get to London in 2 hours, 7 minutes now. You do not need another high-speed train.
I don't think they'll get a good welcome. It's not going to be, I wouldn't say it's going to be a convivial welcome by any circumstances.
And we got the Tory conference here this week.
Yes, the Tory conference here again.
What sort of a welcome?
Well, hopefully the trains are on strike for them as well and see how they like it. But they'll just turn up in their cars anyway, won't they?
Tension outside the party and in, sights now set on an election, but plenty of obstacles in the way. Rob Powell, Sky News in Manchester.